after having had several heart surgeries and then having had surgeries on my shoulders and knees and all of those kind of things, it's important to kind of protect my body.
After undergoing multiple heart surgeries, shoulder repairs, and even knee operations, most people would think it's time to slow down, take it easy, maybe even give up on fitness altogether. But not Arnold Schwarzenegger. At 77 years old, this man, who once pushed the limits of human strength, is now rewriting the rules of healthy aging. He's not lifting massive weights anymore. He's not chasing trophies. He's focused on something far more important: staying healthy, active, and pain-free as long as possible. And here's the truth. You can do it too. Whether you're 60, 70, or even in your 80s, it's never too late to take control of your health. You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment. You just need to start small, stay consistent, and learn what works for your body now, not what worked 30 years ago. In today's video, we're breaking down exactly how Arnold is doing just that. By the end of this video, you'll know the 5 foods Arnold eats to support his energy and recovery, the 3 foods he avoids completely to protect his heart and joints, the daily routine that keeps him moving without pain, and the supplements he uses to stay sharp and strong. But more importantly, you'll discover how you can apply these same strategies to your own life, no matter your age, your background, or your current fitness level. This isn't just for bodybuilders or actors. This is for you, for anyone who wants to feel better, move easier, and live longer with strength and purpose. Before we dive in, we'd love to know, where are you tuning in from and what health challenge are you currently facing? Is it arthritis, trouble losing weight, low energy, something else? Drop it in the comments. We read every single one because this channel isn't just about information. It's about building a community of people, just like you, committed to reviving their health at any age. All right, now let's get into how Arnold went from a world-class bodybuilder to a symbol of smart, sustainable health in his 70s. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't just build a body, he built a legacy. In his prime, he was training 6 days a week, sometimes twice a day, lifting more than most people could even dream of. He was Mr. Olympia 7 times. He inspired a generation to pick up dumbbells and push their limits. But no matter how strong you are, life eventually catches up. In Arnold's case, that reality hit hard. He underwent multiple heart surgeries, not once, but several times. He's had surgery on his shoulders, his knees, and faced the wear and tear that comes with decades of intense training. So, did he stop? No. But he changed, and that change holds a powerful lesson for anyone watching this today, especially those in their 60s and beyond. Arnold realized something that many people ignore until it's too late. Real strength isn't just about lifting heavy. It's about lasting. He shifted his entire mindset. Instead of trying to outlift his younger self, he focused on training in a way that supports his joints, his heart, and his quality of life. As he put it, "I don't train heavy anymore. Too many heart surgeries. I train smart." That one quote says it all. Training smart means listening to your body, not fighting it. It means focusing on mobility, posture, balance, and low-impact strength, not just on building muscle or burning calories. And here's something most people don't know. Arnold still works out almost every day. He still gets that same joy from the gym. He still gets what he calls the pump. But it's no longer about ego. It's about energy, longevity, freedom of movement. And this change isn't unique to Arnold. Thousands of older adults are making the exact same shift, trading in high-risk workouts for safer, sustainable routines that actually support aging bodies. And the results? They're not just surviving, they're thriving. So if you've ever felt like your best years are behind you, or if you've been worried that it's too late to get strong again, remember this: even Arnold Schwarzenegger had to start over. And if he can do it, with a repaired heart, aging joints, and decades of wear and tear, you can too. For most of his life, Arnold Schwarzenegger embodied the classic meat equals muscle philosophy. In the 70s and 80s, his diet was packed with beef, chicken, fish, and eggs, often in massive portions. Back then, if you were serious about building muscle, it was common to eat half a dozen eggs for breakfast and steak for dinner. And Arnold did exactly that. But over the years, especially as he entered his 60s and 70s, Arnold started noticing something. The foods that once helped him feel strong were now slowing him down. He began to experience more inflammation, more digestive issues, and more fatigue than he was used to. After consulting with doctors, reading emerging health research, and honestly, just listening to how his body felt, he made a dramatic change. He cut out most animal products and shifted to a diet that's now almost entirely plant-based. And not just because it was trendy. Arnold did this for three important reasons. Heart health. After undergoing multiple heart surgeries, he realized that reducing cholesterol and saturated fat wasn't optional, it was necessary. Plant-based foods helped him manage his cardiovascular health in a way his old diet couldn't. Inflammation and recovery. As he aged, Arnold noticed that his body recovered better when he focused on anti-inflammatory foods like greens, berries, whole grains, and healthy fats. Less joint pain, less stiffness, more energy. Sustainability. Arnold has become outspoken about the environmental impact of meat-heavy diets. He often talks about how reducing animal products isn't just good for our bodies, it's better for the planet, too. But here's what's interesting. Arnold doesn't call himself a vegan. He still enjoys the occasional steak or eggs now and then. But the foundation of his meals, it's all plants, beans, veggies, whole grains, and nuts. His go-to milk isn't cow's milk anymore, it's almond milk. In fact, he said outright,
I hate cow's milk. I drink almond milk. This is much better.
Arnold has partnered with plant-based initiatives, appeared in documentaries about diet and longevity, and openly encourages older adults to reconsider their relationship with meat. Because at the end of the day, it's not about perfection, it's about progress, choosing foods that support your body right now in the phase of life you're in. So if you've spent decades eating one way and feel nervous about change, take it from someone who built his legacy on protein. Even Arnold could adapt, and he's never felt better for it. Once Arnold Schwarzenegger transitioned to a mostly plant-based lifestyle, his food choices became a lot more strategic. He wasn't just eating to fuel workouts anymore. He was eating to protect his heart, preserve muscle, reduce inflammation, and support overall longevity. And despite the dramatic shift in his diet, one thing remained the same. Food is fuel. Now, just cleaner, lighter, and smarter. Here are the 5 core foods that play a major role in keeping Arnold energized and active without weighing him down. 1. Oatmeal with honey. Arnold starts most of his mornings with a bowl of oatmeal. Simple, hearty, and incredibly effective. Why oatmeal? Because it's packed with soluble fiber, which helps lower bad cholesterol and support heart health, something Arnold pays close attention to post-surgery. It also provides slow-burning carbs that give him steady energy throughout the day. He often sweetens it naturally with a little honey, which adds flavor without the crash that comes from processed sugar. It's a far cry from the stacks of pancakes or processed cereals many people eat, but that's the point. Arnold keeps his mornings clean and consistent. For seniors looking to improve digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and feel full longer, oats are a powerhouse. 2. Eggs. Despite leaning heavily plant-based, Arnold still includes 3 to 4 eggs in his breakfast on many days. He recognizes the value of complete proteins, especially when it comes to maintaining lean muscle mass as we age. Eggs provide essential amino acids, choline for brain health, and healthy fats, all in a compact, affordable package. He used to eat a lot more, especially during his competition years, but today he balances it. He's not eating a dozen eggs a day, just enough to support muscle maintenance and feel satisfied. And here's a key takeaway. You don't have to eliminate everything to eat healthier. You just need to be more intentional about how much, how often, and why you're including it. One of Arnold's daily staples is his homemade protein shake. And while it may not sound flashy, what makes it powerful is its simplicity and nutrient density. The ingredients? Almond milk, banana, protein powder, raw egg, cherry juice. This shake is designed for fast recovery, muscle maintenance, and long-lasting energy. The raw egg gives it a boost of complete protein and essential fats, while the cherry juice provides natural antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that support joint health and muscle repair. Arnold doesn't believe in overcomplicating things. He's not mixing up lab-made powders or mysterious supplements. He's blending whole ingredients that his body recognizes and uses efficiently. For seniors especially, this kind of shake can be a great option. It's easy to digest, packed with nutrients, and quick to make, perfect for anyone who wants to start their day strong without the burden of a heavy meal. And unlike most store-bought shakes, it's free of added sugars and chemicals, making it one of the cleanest ways to support a healthy lifestyle at any age. 4. Fruits and vegetables, especially watermelon. Arnold knows that variety is everything when it comes to micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. That's why his meals are loaded with color. From leafy greens like spinach and kale to bright fruits like watermelon and berries, his meals are filled with foods that reduce inflammation and support cellular health. Watermelon is one of his personal favorites, not just because it's refreshing, but because it's rich in lycopene, hydrating, and easy on the stomach. He also emphasizes salads as a regular part of his routine. Not boring lettuce bowls, hearty salads with olive oil, nuts, beans, and grilled veggies. For aging adults, loading up on colorful fruits and vegetables can improve digestion, lower blood pressure, and keep the brain sharp. How 5. Almond milk. This is a big one for Arnold. He's made it clear. He doesn't touch cow's milk anymore. Instead, he opts for almond milk, which is easier to digest and contains no cholesterol or saturated fat. He once said,
I hate cow's milk. I drink almond milk. This is much better.
Almond milk is low in calories, often fortified with calcium and vitamin D, and blends perfectly into smoothies or protein shakes. It's a small change, but for people with heart concerns, lactose intolerance, or inflammatory issues, switching to plant-based milk can make a huge difference. Arnold's diet today is built on a simple philosophy: eat for how you want to feel, not just how you want to look. He's not chasing six-pack abs anymore. He's chasing energy, clarity, and function. And that mindset shift, it's something every single viewer can adopt, starting with just one meal a day. If what you put into your body can fuel you, heal you, and energize you, the wrong foods can just as easily drain you, slow you down, and set you back. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't just focus on adding healthy foods. He also made a point to cut out the things that were holding him back. And while he doesn't follow a rigid or restrictive diet, there are a few items he's made a conscious decision to avoid. These choices weren't about trends or fads. They were about listening to his body, consulting with health experts, and adapting to the reality of aging. Here are the 3 foods Arnold deliberately removed from his regular diet, and why. 1. Red meat. This may surprise a lot of longtime fans. Arnold once promoted the idea that neat equals muscle, eating steak and beef almost daily during his bodybuilding career. But as he reached his late 60s and 70s, and especially after heart surgery, he made a dramatic shift. While he hasn't sworn off meat entirely, he's cut red meat down to near zero. That includes beef, pork, and processed meats like bacon or sausage. Why? He learned that diets high in red and processed meats are linked to heart disease, high cholesterol, and increased inflammation, all things he wanted to avoid after heart surgery. Instead, he now focuses on plant-based proteins, with occasional fish or lean chicken. But the days of eating steak 5 times a week? Long gone. Arnold's philosophy is clear. I stay away from meats and more from animal products. There was this misconception that's the only way you get big and strong. Now, he knows better, and he's sharing that message so others don't have to wait for a health scare to make the switch. Sugary products. It's easy to underestimate how much sugar sneaks into our diets, especially in things that don't taste overly sweet. But Arnold doesn't take chances. He's cut out sugary products completely, and he encourages others to do the same. That means no sodas, candy, sugary cereals, sweet pastries or desserts, even many health bars that are loaded with hidden sugars. Why the strong stance? Because sugar has been linked to everything from weight gain and energy crashes to inflammation, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. Arnold realized that as he aged, sugary foods made him feel sluggish, impacted his recovery, and messed with his energy levels. So he made a clean break. Now, when he wants something sweet, he turns to fruit, berries, bananas, watermelon, foods that provide natural sugar along with fiber, antioxidants, and nutrients. The best part? After a few weeks without processed sugar, your taste buds reset, and fruit starts to taste even sweeter. Many seniors who try this say they don't even miss the sweets once they make the switch. 3. White bread and refined carbs. White bread is another item Arnold removed from his plate, and for good reason. Though it may seem harmless, white bread is made from refined flour stripped of fiber and nutrients. It digests quickly and causes spikes in blood sugar, which can lead to crashes in energy, poor focus, and increased hunger later on. Arnold replaced white bread with whole grains like oats, brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat options when needed. These offer more sustained energy, better digestion, and less inflammation. As he put it, I cut out all the white bread. Simple as that. No drama. Just a better choice for long-term wellness. These three cuts, red meat, sugary products, and white bread, may seem small, but the impact is massive. And it's not about perfection. Arnold's not policing every bite. He's just prioritizing the foods that help him feel strong, clear, and energized, and letting go of the ones that don't. You can do the same. Start by replacing just one of these in your weekly meals and feel the difference for yourself. When most people think of fitness icons like Arnold Schwarzenegger, they imagine cabinets overflowing with supplements, protein powders, pre-workouts, fat burners, energy boosters, the works. But Arnold's actual supplement routine might surprise you. It's simple, it's minimal, and it reflects one core principle he repeats often. Supplements are just that, a supplement. They don't replace good food. Arnold believes in whole food nutrition first, but as someone who's still incredibly active and busy at 77, he does rely on a few trusted basics to help fill in the nutritional gaps. Let's take a look at what he uses, and more importantly, what he doesn't. Daily multivitamin. This is the only supplement Arnold mentions regularly. It's his foundation, something he takes every day, just like brushing his teeth. Why a multivitamin? Because as we age, it gets harder for the body to absorb all the nutrients it needs from food alone, especially if you're eating less or dealing with digestive issues. A quality multivitamin can provide B vitamins for energy, vitamin D for bone strength, magnesium for muscle function, zinc and C for immune support. Arnold doesn't chase trends or mega doses. He just sticks to a balanced multivitamin that covers the basics and supports his active lifestyle. If you're not already taking one, it's a great place to start, especially for seniors. Talk to your doctor about which one fits your needs, particularly if you're managing medications or other conditions. 2. Plant-based protein powder, occasionally. While he no longer relies on heavy supplementation the way he did during his bodybuilding days, Arnold still uses plant-based protein powder from time to time, usually in his morning shake. He prefers protein sources that are easy to digest, low in sugar, free from artificial ingredients. The goal isn't to build massive muscle anymore. It's to maintain lean mass, support recovery, and ensure he's getting enough protein without loading up on animal products. For older adults, keeping protein intake steady is crucial. It helps prevent muscle loss, a common issue with age, supports strength, and aids in healing after physical activity. If you're not getting much protein at breakfast or lunch, a clean protein powder added to a smoothie can be an easy fix. 3. Joint and heart health support as needed. While Arnold doesn't promote specific products publicly, based on what we know about his health journey, including heart surgeries and joint operations, it's safe to say he's mindful about supporting these systems. Many people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond add targeted supplements such as omega-3 fatty acids for heart and joint support, turmeric or curcumin for inflammation, glucosamine for joint comfort and mobility. Again, Arnold doesn't rely on these daily like a magic bullet. His focus is on food first, with supplements only added when there's a clear need. This is where most people go wrong. They load up on pills but ignore their plate. Arnold flipped that script. He gets his nutrients primarily from vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, healthy fats like nuts and seeds. And then if there's a specific goal or gap, he brings in a supplement to help. What he avoids, gimmicks and shortcuts. Perhaps more important than what Arnold takes is what he doesn't. He's vocal about avoiding gimmicky fitness products. No fat burners, no dangerous pre-workouts, and definitely no miracle pills promising fast results. His message is consistent. There's no shortcut to real health. You earn it. That's why he encourages older adults to avoid falling for the flashy ads and promises. If something claims to fix all your problems in 30 days, it's probably not safe or effective. Stick to the basics. Let your food do most of the work. And if you choose to supplement, make sure it supports, not replaces, a balanced lifestyle. Arnold's supplement philosophy is refreshingly down to earth. No hype, no stacks. Just smart, intentional choices that support a life of energy, movement, and clarity. And that's a model anyone can follow, whether you're in your 40s or pushing 80. Section 6. His workout routine at 77, rebuilt, not retired. If there's one thing Arnold Schwarzenegger has never stopped doing, it's moving. Even after decades of pushing his body to extremes and undergoing multiple heart, shoulder, and knee surgeries, he still works out every single day. But these days, it's no longer about lifting the heaviest weights in the gym. It's about protecting his body, staying energized, and maintaining function for the long haul. He puts it simply, training is part of my life. It's that simple. I will be working out until I die. That mindset, one of lifelong movement, is one of the biggest takeaways for anyone watching, especially seniors who might feel like they've missed their window. You haven't. Arnold's current routine is proof that you can adapt, recover, and stay strong even after major health setbacks. Here's what his day-to-day training actually looks like now. 1. Morning cycling to Gold's Gym. Arnold starts most of his days with a bike ride to Gold's Gym in Venice, California. Why cycling? Because it's low impact, easy on the joints, and still gets the heart rate up. It's also a great way to wake up the body, build cardiovascular endurance, and maintain mobility without pounding the knees. Plus, it doubles as transportation and fitness, something anyone can do, even with just a stationary bike at home. For seniors, cycling is one of the safest and most effective ways to stay active, burn calories, and improve circulation. 2. Swimming for fun and flexibility. While he doesn't use swimming as his main workout, Arnold includes it regularly as a recovery tool and a way to loosen up. Swimming provides full body movement with zero joint stress, which is crucial for aging bodies that may be recovering from surgery or dealing with chronic pain. It also helps with flexibility, lung capacity, balance, and coordination. Even if it's just a few laps or light water aerobics, swimming is a game changer for seniors looking to stay active without injury risk. Now, here's where things really change. Arnold built his name using free weights, barbells, dumbbells, heavy compound lifts. But today, his strength training revolves around resistance machines. Why? Machines provide more joint support, controlled range of motion, lower risk of injury, easier targeting of specific muscle groups. Here's a typical example of how he structures his strength routine. Biceps machine preacher curl, 1 set of 30 reps to warm up, 4 sets of 10, 12 reps with moderate weight. Triceps, 1 set of 30 reps, 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Shoulders, overhead pressing, 5 hot sets of 10 to 12 reps. Lateral raise machine, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Rear delt machine flies, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Each exercise is done with lighter weight and higher reps, focusing on blood flow, control, and preventing joint strain. Arnold also moves quickly between exercises, keeping his heart rate up and maintaining a sense of rhythm that feels good, not exhausting. He said before, it's not about lifting the heaviest weights. It's about staying active, moving fast, and feeling good. And at 77 years old, that's exactly what matters most. 4. Prioritizing recovery and rest. Arnold's routine doesn't end at the gym. He places just as much importance on what happens outside of training, especially sleep and rest. He aims for a minimum of 6 hours of sleep a night. That may sound low to some, but it works for his rhythm, and he makes sure it's quality sleep. No screens before bed, consistent wake-up times, and a calm environment all help his body truly recover. He also encourages people to listen to their bodies. Some days, it's okay to go lighter. Some days, a walk might be better than a workout. He doesn't fight his body, he works with it. Arnold's approach to fitness today is grounded in wisdom, patience, and purpose. No more ego, no more injury chasing. Just daily movement that feels good, supports health, and keeps him doing the things he loves. And that's the most important message of all. You don't need to train like you're 25. You just need to move like you want to stay alive. Conclusion. Strength has no age limit. There's one thing Arnold Schwarzenegger teaches us. It's that your body is never past its prime for change. Not at 60, not at 70, not even after multiple surgeries, setbacks, or years of unhealthy habits. Because what matters most isn't how you looked in your youth, it's how you feel today and how you want to live the rest of your life. Arnold's story is inspiring, not because he stayed perfect, but because he adapted. He recognized that the habits that once made him strong needed to evolve if he wanted to stay active and pain-free into his later years. He switched from red meat to whole plants. He let go of heavy weights and embraced low-impact training. He simplified his routine, focused on recovery, and built a lifestyle that supports him, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And now at 77, he's still living proof that strength has no age limit. So what does this mean for you? It means the aches and stiffness you feel don't have to be permanent. It means you can still build strength, energy, and confidence without running marathons or spending hours in the gym. And it means the second half of your life can be just as vibrant, active, and fulfilling as the first. But it starts with a decision to move just a little more today than you did yesterday, to replace one processed meal with something real, to stretch, to rest, to walk, to lift, to live. That's what this channel is all about, revival. Before you go, we'd love to hear from you. Where are you tuning in from? What's the biggest health challenge you're facing right now? Whether it's joint pain, fatigue, high blood pressure, or something else, we're here for you. This isn't just a YouTube channel. It's a community of people who believe in starting fresh, staying strong, and growing together, no matter the age. So drop a comment below, introduce yourself, and don't be shy. We read every single one. If this video helped you rethink your health, inspired you to make a change, or even just reminded you that it's not too late, hit that subscribe button and join the movement. Because, like Arnold said, you don't climb the mountain to stay on top, you climb it to keep climbing. And there's still so much ahead for you. Stay strong, stay moving, and we'll see you in the next video.